Hey you guys, this is Garrett Terrell. Welcome back to another sit down video. The video for today is how to step-by-step analyze a BRRRR rental property. All right, so you're at this stage in your career where you're starting to look at real estate investments and you came across the BRRRR strategy. So if you're not familiar with the BRRRR strategy it's buy, renovate, rent, refinance, and then repeat. So it's pretty much buying a flip, refinancing it, getting a renter in there, and then pulling your money out after you get the renter in there, and then taking that capital and doing it on a next one. So that's layman's terms. So on actually analyzing a BRRRR property and seeing if it's a good fit or not, that's been a common question I've been getting, so let's jump right into it. So the typical framework that I like to go by is the 75% rule. Now, you gotta take the ARV of a BRRRR, so the after repair value of what it would be after you get it all fixed up. You have to take that number, multiply it by 75, and get that number. Once you get that number, then you minus the repair costs, the remodel costs of what the property would be if you had a bid from a contractor or something like that. You should obviously get your own bid, but the bid from the contractor, take that 75% minus the repair costs. That is your max purchase price of what you can pay for that BRRRR property. Now, the reason behind that is because if you are under 75% on the loan to value for your new refinance after that, you will basically be able to get all your money out. Give or take a couple $1,000s for lender fees and closing costs and points and stuff like that. So you'll have a little bit of money in the deal if it's a full true 75% BRRRR, but you guys, you gotta be within that framework or else you could be over it a little bit more, which basically means you're gonna leave more money into the deal and you are going to cash flow less based on the initial capital investment. So I know that was a lot right there, so let's unpack basically what I just said. So for it to be a true BRRRR, to get all of your money out at the very end of the deal, you have to be under 75%, right? Minus repair costs. Now, the reason behind that is because typically with an investment property, you guys, the lender is gonna give you a 75% loan to value on the rental property. If it's a single family residence that you're not living in, meaning a non-owner occupied loan, that means that they're gonna want you to put 25% down on the rental property, okay? So what is 100 minus 25? 75. So that's your limit, you guys. Now, when you're crossing that limit of 75, 77%, 78, 79, that's when things can get a little bit tricky. Now with a BRRRR, if you're gonna keep it as a true rental and you're gonna get your money out of it, you can go a little bit more on the percentage. That just means that when you get the refi, the cash out refi to get your money back, all that means is that you're gonna leave a little bit more money in the deal, so you're not gonna cash flow as well. For example, if you have a BRRRR and you have zero money into the deal, but you're cash flowing 400 bucks, that's not a bad return on investment. Now, if you have $20,000 into the deal, but you're only cash flowing 600 bucks a month, what would you rather have? Would you rather have zero money into the deal and cash flowing 400 bucks a month, or 20 grand and cash flowing 600 bucks a month, right? That is the risk of overpaying or over remodeling a BRRRR property, is at the exit. When you exit the deal with a refinance, a cash out refinance, you'll have less money out of pocket and you'll have more money into the deal. So another quick little tip is with a BRRRR, you have to make sure that it is in a high rental area, an area that is gonna produce or yield a higher rent than your average area in your market, okay? The reason behind that is because with a refinance loan out of this, you guys, there's gonna be a couple different loan products that these guys are gonna try to sell you. It's gonna be an ARM loan, which is an adjustable rate mortgage, meaning it can go up or down in rate. And in my opinion, you guys, those loans are very risky and it doesn't really go to principal, so it's kind of like a waste, in my opinion. None of that money that you're paying every single month and then cash flowing afterwards is going towards your principal. So for a BRRRR property, you guys, I always try to go for a 30-year fix, because that money that the renter pays every month is going to pay down my principal all along while I cash flow on the rental, okay? So you gotta make sure that you get a 30-year fix. They might have a 3 to 6 month seasoning period. You can reach out to a couple different lenders and banks and credit unions in your market and probably get a couple different quotes. But you need to have a good rental area because you want to get a high quality tenant in there after you fully remodel it. You don't want just some random tenants going in there and trashing the place that you just remodeled, because that's going to be more money out of your pocket. So you also want to make sure that you get a high quality tenant, because as you remodel the property is going to be worth more. So yes, you are going to do the 25% down payment, and that seems like a big down payment, but you guys got to remember the property that you bought with the current financing in there, after it's remodeled, that property is not valued the same, okay? So it is going to be more expensive, which means that 25% is only going to stretch you so far. So your loan is usually going to be more after the remodel than what you paid for it originally, okay? Because it's worth more, right? That's just how the world works. So you got to get a renter in there that can make sure that you pay the higher mortgage, so you're not negative and you're not cash flowing anything. That wouldn't make any sense. You wouldn't pay any money to remodel a property that you don't cash flow on. So it's got to be a high quality tenant. It's got to be in a good rental area where you can get a good rent, and that's how you cash flow on a BRRRR. Make sure you get a 30-year fixed as well. Don't do an ARM loan or anything weird like that. I'll probably make another video about that in the future, but that's pretty much how 2008, 2009 happened, you guys. People got over leveraged, and then the bank recalled the money and people couldn't pay it, so they had to go to foreclosure. So that's just a quick little tip, but that is how to fully analyze a BRRRR property, you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Make sure to like and subscribe and click the notification bell so you can get alerted when I post new videos. I'm posting a ton of videos. I posted one video a day the last 5 days, so I'm coming out with a ton of new content, you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon.